Can you afford not to? Those 5 simple words fell on me like a ton of bricks. I was sitting across a table at a health and fitness center 12, 13 years ago, talking with the latest health and fitness coach that was going to try to convince me to finally get in shape, to finally recapture my health and well-being. And honestly, I figured the conversation would go much like all the ones before it. That coach telling me what he or she could do for me to help me get in shape, and me telling that coach I simply couldn't afford it, when in fact I knew deep down inside it had nothing to do with money, but it had everything to do with fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of not getting the return on my investment, not because of anything that coach would do or wouldn't do, but simply because I didn't believe in myself enough to believe that I would actually follow through on it this time. Then this coach shared those 5 words with me. Can you afford not to? Hello, everyone. I'm Victor Fernandez, and I'm a health and fitness coach for the last going on 5 years now. And I launched Fernandez Fit a little over 2 years, going on 3 years now, to help entrepreneurs, business owners, career-oriented people to regain and recapture their health and well-being, because it allows them to really be successful in life personally and professionally. Which is why I'm starting this YouTube series. It is based on a book, Real Talk with Real Fit Pros, a best-selling book on Amazon that I collaborated on, that I co-wrote with 10, 11, 12 other great health and fitness professionals and entrepreneurs and business owners as well. It was released back in May, a little over a month ago. And I wanted to expand on that book, 1,500 words, and encompassed it all, but there's so much more to it than that, which is where this YouTube series comes in. But I firmly believe that I wouldn't be sitting here today, talking to you, sharing my story. As morbid as it may sound, I think I'd be 6 feet under right now. I don't think I'd be alive right now. And this is why. I was already pushing 250 pounds. My habits, eating habits, health habits, all of it were as bad could be. So to me, looking back on it now, there's no reason why I wouldn't hit 300, 350. I was certainly heading in that direction. Who knew that I would gain 70, 80 pounds? I was 170, 180 in high school. And by the time I was a year or 2 out of college and in the real world, as they say, working hard, trying to earn a living, trying to make a name for myself, suddenly I looked in the mirror and there looked like there was 2 of me. I didn't even recognize myself. And frankly, I didn't know what to do about it. I was too scared to do anything about it, even if I knew. I was great at making excuses, but not taking control. And I was very much of the mindset that I had to work to support myself, and then down the road, support my family. I didn't believe in health being the #1 priority in my life, because it's the most precious commodity we have. So I figured, you can try. And I could say that to myself. You can try to convince me to sign up with you and to work with you. And nothing against you, but it's probably not going to happen. I was great at talking a good game, but actually following through, seeing it through, not so much. But then she said those words. And at that point, it was, where do I sign? How much do I owe you? Where do we begin? How do we begin? I can't explain it to you this day as clearly as I would love to. I've tried to explain it for the last dozen years or so, and I don't think I've done a great job of it. because the switch just flipped in me. I don't know if it was simply the words or if it was just the tone of her voice. I don't know. But I know that moment on that day, I needed to start working with that coach to start regaining and recapturing the health and well-being that I always wanted, but didn't know how to regain. It's amazing how far it's transformed. I could never thank her enough, to be quite honest with you. Because back then, it was all about losing weight, gaining muscle, getting healthy, and I dropped 75 pounds. I had muscle that I had never seen before in places I never thought I would see it. And I was able to do a lot more in my life. It transformed my life in every way. That's why I'm doing this. I want to share with you the whole story. And I figure it would be easier to do it in weekly installments than it would be to try to do it here all at once. So once again, this is called The 5 Words That Changed My Life. This is episode 1. You can find me here on YouTube. I'll also be posting it on other social media, Facebook, Instagram. You can find it pretty much anywhere. And you're going to hear all about it every week. Every Thursday drops. Hope you enjoy the ride.